Hi guys, and welcome to this video where we are going to learn how to buy and sell stuff on eBay and make a profit. Now, the key to buying and selling stuff on eBay to make a profit is you need to add value. You need to have some sort of value proposition that is going to increase the price of your product and allow you to compete on eBay, which is usually a very competitive marketplace. So let's take a product, iPhone cases, for iPhone, say 4. Now, you can get a cool style of case called a cassette case, and it basically sort of looks like one of those old retro cassettes. So if we type that into eBay here, we get 2,400 plus active listings, right? That's a lot of competition we're dealing with. So let's take a small niche inside that and go the color black. Okay, so we're looking at the black cassette cases. Okay, now at wholesale, these are wholesale for, between $1 and $2 with free shipping. If you are drop shipping, and if you're buying them in bulk, they can be as low as 50 cents each. Okay, to maximize our profits though, as you see here, some of these are selling quite cheaply, such as $1.98, there's one with 99 cents, $1.04, etc. You need to add value. So let's try and narrow this down further, as we're up to 415 active listings. So let's go US only. What that means is the product is in the US already. And this adds value. If it's coming from Hong Kong, of course you're going to want to pay cheaper, because it takes 2 weeks longer to get here, and it's a different marketplace, okay? If we're looking for US listings, and you're housing the product in the US, it adds value because it gets to the customer quicker. They're buying sort of locally in terms of the global scale, and it's better for everyone. And you can see that the prices do increase. So if we scroll down here, we have the $1.98 still, but then we have some more reasonable looking ones, $4.45, $2.95, $2.98, $12.99, $7.95. These are things that you can profit off if you're buying them for 50 cents a case each, and in a wholesale bulk lot, and you're storing them yourself, or even if you're drop shipping and being the middleman. Okay, if you sold a couple cases at even say $4.99, $3.99, and you're getting them drop shipped for $1.10, if you sold it for $5, you drop shipped it for $1.10, you take in eBay fees and all that sort of stuff, PayPal fees, you're looking at around $3, $2.50 profit, which is great. Now, to do even further research, right, as we have the 217 active listings, we can go here and press completed listings. This will show us listings that have been sold already in the last, say, 2 weeks. Now, this is really good to try and work out sort of a price of your product that it's going to sell for. So here we have the latest one that's sold, and that's a black cassette case for the iPhone 4, and it comes with a stylus, another way of adding value. That stylus, if you've bought a bulk of cases and a bulk of styluses, that stylus only adds maybe 50 cents to $1 onto the order, and you can get a much higher price, $3.49, as opposed to $1.98, that was up on the first result before, only $1.98. Okay, $3.49. It's like $1.50 in extra revenue there, and the stylus costs half that. So that sold for $3.49. Then it looks like it's the same guy, and he had a listing end for $3.39. Okay, it did not sell because it's in red. And this was an auction as well, surprisingly, so there were people bidding and whatnot. We then have here just the case itself for $2.98. That's $3. Now this guy, he's got a bunch in the picture. It looks like it would be quite a large seller, so he probably ordered them in a bulk lot of maybe 50 or 100, getting each case at maybe 80, 70 cents each, including shipping from China. Then he's shipping them out to you from maybe Los Angeles, San Francisco, etc., and getting $3 for them. Okay, even if you round it up to $1 a case as the cost price, you take in eBay fees to account, etc., he's basically doubling his money. Okay, and he's making a $1.50 clear profit there. So half of that is his profit. Okay, you go down here, $2.94. It's just under $3, 6 cents off. He'd still be making around $1.40 there. $1.98, around $1.50 profit. Here we go, and here you get a case and a pen. Okay, $5.99. It was sold, free shipping. Okay. Again, that's you add the pen. It doesn't add much to postage. It doesn't add much to the actual cost price. It adds maybe 50 cents to $1, and he got a sale price of double what you would get if you didn't have the pen. Okay, scrolling down. Here we have an iPhone bundled with a case for $140. Got 17 bids. Here's one that didn't sell. Okay, it was $11.95. 0 bids, and it was an auction that started at that price. Okay, obviously that's not a very good way to sell these cases. If you're starting an auction at over $10, it's not good at all. If you were to start an auction on these cases, you might want to start at a really low price, such as a cent, or 49 cents, 99 cents, etc. That'll lure attraction, lure people into bid, and once it gets to the end of the auction, if you have a competition between maybe 4 or 5 people who really want the item, that can go from 99 cents to a $5, $6, $7 price in the last 2 hours of the auction. Hence, you don't need to set long auctions. Okay, some of the best auctions that work for me with this product are auctions that are only a day or 3 days long at the most. Okay, here's one that sold for $4.45. It's a slightly different style, but very similar, and it would cost basically the same as the cassette case we've been looking at. Okay, another one here for $2.95. Okay, a white one for $8.95. Okay, that's an extremely good sale. eBay fees, shipping, all that stuff. At $9, he'd be making at least $7 profit there. Okay, $5.35. Okay, just the case, it's sold. Free shipping. $4, another one, just sold. Okay, $11.95. Okay, so the guy up here, right, he didn't sell the $11.95 one there, but if we scroll down a little earlier, what's that, maybe a day before, he did sell one for $11.95 with the one bid. Okay, he would have made a ton off that. He would have made $10 plus profit off that item. We scroll down, $2.98, $3.10, $1.98, $3.99. Okay, what I'm trying to prove to you here is that there is some money to be made in this product. If you add value by saying that you are shipping from the US, you're a US seller, like this guy's done, you can get $4.45 for your case. Okay, now if this case drop shipping, it cost you say $1.30, $1.40 to drop ship it. Okay, $1.30, $1.40 to drop ship it, you sold it for $2 plus. Okay, if you'd be making profit. Okay, you sold it for $2 exactly, you'd break even. Okay, based on these prices, a $2 sale would be quite easy to achieve if you just undercut these people by a few cents or add value above what these people can offer, like adding a free gift or something like that. If you bought in a wholesale lot, which is what quite a few of these sellers would be doing, spending maybe $50 or $100 investment to buy 50, 100 cases, 200 cases, etc., and they'd be shipping them out themselves, your cost price can be low as 60 cents, 50 cents, okay, depending how many you order. Okay, if you've got a couple of sales at $2, $3, you'd be making quite a bit of profit. If you've got some sales at $8.95 or $11.95, you'd be making huge amounts of profit per sale. Okay, you make 5-10 sales a week. Okay, you can have $100 in your back pocket quite easily and quite quickly. So I'm going to make a couple more of these videos and show you how I make money selling this exact product, and we're going to do it in real time together. So every day or two I'm going to update you as to how much money I'm making each day, how I'm getting my stock, how I'm sending it, etc. And we're going to go through this together so that we can all make money online. No BS involved. This is legitimate, making money on eBay. We're going to go through it together, and if you follow these steps that I'm going to show you in the video series, you'll be able to make it too. Okay, nothing's hidden, all revealed, and we're going to do it together so that 7 videos away in about a week or two's time, you will actually see the results of me making money each day from these products by using a couple of clever marketing strategies. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long for you. Please subscribe if you want to view more of this series about how we're going to make some money on eBay together.